Hi guys, today we will be looking at a thing called indefinite integral. And indefinite integral is the same thing as an antiderivative. As the name suggests, this thing is a complete opposite of a derivative. So let me give you a quick little tour. So let's say a function is x to the squared power. Now we take a derivative of this thing, and we know how to take the derivative of this thing, and we get 2x. Now, the question is asking, what is the integration of f prime x dx? We have dx over here, which means we have to integrate this in terms of x. Now, in order to do this, we have to know the integration rule, the basic integration rule. This is x to the nth plus 1 power divided by n plus 1 plus c. Now, you guys might wonder what is plus c doing there? Well, plus c is really important over here because of the fact that this is an indefinite integral. It doesn't have a specific bound. It doesn't have a specific bound to it. A definite integral will have a bound from a to b, but indefinite integral will not have a bound. Oh, by the way, this is the s elongated s looking thing. This is a notation for the integration. Now, because it doesn't have any bounds to it, we have plus c over here. Now, it is very important to put plus c at the end of any indefinite integration. If you don't, it is not a complete answer. Now, we know that this is the function right over here. This is the question that it is asking us. Now, how are we going to do this thing? Well, we can use this rule over here. We know that this thing equal, when we write this thing equals to integral of 2x dx. Now, how are we going to do this? Well, we can use this rule right over here. Well, we know 2x, 2 times x to the n plus 1 power, which n over here in this case is 1. So we can write this thing as 1 plus 1, right? And we can have 2 times x to the second power divided by 2, and we have 2 and 2 on both the numerator and the denominator side, which cancel each other out, and we get an answer for x squared. Are we done? No, we are not done, because x squared, and because it does not have any bounds to it, we can see that this is an indefinite integral. Now, x squared is the answer, but the completed answer is x squared plus c. And now it looks good. So this was a very brief introduction, and this question over here that we saw is just a little bit of the introduction to indefinite integral, and to show you guys how indefinite integrals work in a very basic way. Now, if we go up to the hard part, it's gonna get complicated and it's gonna drive you crazy. But we're not gonna go in that deep today. We're gonna go in to a degree where, well, it's a moderate level. It's a level where you guys can do this thing. Now, here is the equation. This is the first equation. Might be very easy for some of you guys, but it might be very hard for others. It's tricky. Integration of dy. That's it. Integration of dy. Now, some of you guys might say, dude, what in the world is that thing? Integration of dy, is there such a thing called that? Well, there is, because integration of dy, in between, there's an invisible number called 1. So we can write this thing as integration of 1 dy. And we know dy means to integrate this in terms of y. Now you can use the equation of solving integral x to the n plus 1 power divided by n plus 1 plus c to solve this thing. And it's in terms of y. So we get y plus c. This is our answer to this integration. It's quite easy, right? Well, you have to hold that thought until we go to a next equation right over here. So we have, I'm chuckling right now because it's going to be really funny. I can imagine some of you guys' faces right now when you guys see this thing. Well, we have an integration of this equation. So this is the equation that they give us. Excuse me. This is the equation that they give us. Wow. There's a multiplication between two equations. Really? It's squared. Oh my god, it's really, really scary. Don't be, guys. Don't be. Well, for integration, there's not really a specific rule to do a multiplication or division. There are rules for plus and minuses, but not for multiplication. So then you guys might say, how are we going to do this thing? Well, for this one, we can use a simple version to do this. What we can do is we can multiply this thing out. So when you do that thing, we get 4w minus w to the third power plus 4 times w to the 1/3 power plus, oh, sorry, we get subtraction over here, minus w to the 7 plus 7 over 3 power dw. And everything d, because it's in dw, we know we have to do this integration in terms of w. Now, we have this right over here. We multiply all the things out. Now, we have to do the integration. Well, if we use x to the n plus 1 power divided by n plus 1 plus c, for each individual, right, we can solve this thing. And when you solve this thing, it comes out to be an amazing number. It comes out as 2 to w squared minus 1 divided by 4 w to the 4th power plus 3 to the 4 divided by 3 power minus 3 over 10 w 10 over 3 power and plus c. You guys might be wondering how I got this answer, or more specifically, how I got these and these. Well, one of these you can do it by, I'll do an explanation. Well, take 4 to the w to 1/3 power out, and we want to do the integration of this thing. Well, we can do it by like this: 4 times w 1 over 3 power, right? But we have to add 1 to it. But for 1 over 3 is equal to, when you do 1 over 3, 3 over 3 is equal to 1 right over here, right? So we can add 3 over 3 instead of 1 here. Divide that thing by 1 over 3 plus 3 over 3. Now, what do we get over here? We get 4 times w 4 over 3 power divided by 4 over 3. We can rewrite this equation by 4 times 3 over 4 times w to the 4 over 3 power. Well, we have 4 and 4 on this side, so we can cancel this thing out, and we get 3 times 4, w to the 4 over 3 power. Same exact answer as we got over here. That is how you do an integration with like 1/3 power or 7 over 3 power. You can, now you guys try this one by yourself, how you got this thing, right? So you guys see that even though we have like a very long equation over here, we can do this by multiplying each things out and solving it step by step. Now it is your turn to do this. Try solving these two problems that I have over here. And if you can do that, that is awesome. You guys can know how to do indefinite integral, and that is one step farther going into how to do calculus and integration in the future. Well, thank you guys, and this was Tony Kwan, and see you on the next video. Peace out.